Okay, I'm back here at the Brother, and it's been a few days since I've touched it, and I'm thinking, what do I do? I don't even know how to use it again. Am I getting old, or is it just a matter of muscle memory really does take practice? I think we're going to go with that option. Hi, welcome back to Lakeside Quilt Making Arts. In this video, we're doing part 2 of constructing Block 11 of MODA Fabrics Blockheads Blockheads 5 Group 2 Block 11, which is Shooting Star. It's a beautiful, simple block, so I thought it would be a good one to make into a 6-inch block. The additional benefit, of course, is that since I have to still get used to using the new machine, the Brother Innovis PS700, it's nice to not be terribly challenged with the actual piecing. So here we start the video at part 2, where I'm just sitting down to the sewing machine. You'll see in part 1 all of the explanation of the colorway, the fabric choices, and I encourage you to go back and watch that, or at least the intro to that. Thank you very much for being here. Here's the video. One nice thing about this machine is that it's well lit, and because it's white, it reflects what light it gives out too. I still like my art light that shines light right into it. I move it out of the way when you're watching, just so your view is not obstructed. But it's particularly awesome when I can have it angled right down there at the needle. All of my design boards are in use in one way or another. That tells me I need to make another one or two. So I was using this to bring my pieces over. Okay, what do we do? Yep, I need to get a ruler and a pen. First things first, let's change out our needle. Let's change out our foot. I have a J foot that looks like this. That's kind of interesting. Of course, the machine will tell me what it needs when I set the stitch. This, I don't know what this one's for unless it's used for couching, maybe. That one's R. That's a zipper one, isn't it? It's I. This one is G. I think that's supposed to be a 1/4 inch foot. I don't know. I need to look that up. Lots to learn. This is N. It's an open toe foot. It's got a space on the back side for it, like if you're couching, maybe. Don't know. M is scary looking. I don't know what that is. What on earth? Okay. And then, of course, there's the buttonhole. To take off the darning foot that I was using for the unicorn quilt, this foot was also in there, but it wasn't in one of the marked areas. And a little plastic one. Don't know. All right, I did some of that off camera, but somebody may want to see it. So this was attached with the screw right there. I loosened the screw and it with the needle up, and I was able to pull it off. I now have to put this back on the shaft of that foot holder, and then this will grab the foot. It's a little lever back here that opens and closes, another lever that grabs the feet. all done with this lever back here. This looks like it might be the foot I need to use for a 1/4 inch. I'm going to try it. This machine comes with little screwdrivers that you can actually hold on to, which is quite nice. I settled on this foot, G foot, which is technically supposed to be a 1/4 inch foot. This edge out here runs along the 1/4 inch mark, and then the needle runs over there a 1/4 inch away from the perimeter of the fabric. So we'll see how well this old dog learns the new trick of using this. First things first though, gotta rethread and then start marking my fabrics. Okay. So they say you're not supposed to pull your thread up through the machine. You're supposed to snip it and pull it down. And technically, that's a good length for you to put in a needle and use for something. So there's no need to throw that away. I have an area over here for threads that I might reuse, but I have not done anything with, and at some point I very well might just throw it away, but I'm not at that point yet. I was wondering, this is the other screwdriver I was talking about. This is very handy. I like it. Forgot I had left it up here so I could get to it easily. The Brother Innovis PS700 comes with caps for the spools that are different sizes. You should match the spool cap size with the spool. So I think this is the one I should do. There. All right. Okay, this is weird because my spool, my thread is supposed to come off this way. Can I put my spool in upside down? Will that work? If I do that, now I can tell you right now, I didn't have it that way when I used it before. I didn't have it that way before, but it's clearly saying that your spool, your thread is supposed to come from under and go like that. We'll see. There are dotted lines and straight lines. You follow the straight lines for threading. Okay, we'll see if that works. Now, let's get our piece ready to sew. Okay, so I'm getting my D on the wrong side of each D. So I think D was my 1 inch blocks. Yes, so on the wrong side of each of those, I draw a line. So I've got 16 little lines to draw. Let's see if this works. Okay, I got all 16 of my little squares done, and they're supposed to go on the corner of my 1 by 1.5 inch medium blues, which is my E. So tiny, so tiny. Okay, it's in the right spot. Let me read it again before I sew. Oops, yeah. Align the D square with one end of an E rectangle right sides together. Stitch on the drawn line and then trim to 1/4 inch. Okay, so it's showing it's turned the other direction. It doesn't say it in words, but it's showing it this way. It may not really make any difference. Yeah, I'm sure it would. Okay. And on the F, which is a darker one, it says to put it the other direction. On the other corner. Okay. All right, how did we actually thread this? How do we actually thread? I feel like there was a button. Is it this? Yes, that is beautiful. I don't know how it does that so well. Okay, oh, nervous, trying to use a new machine. Okay, so this, okay, getting my eye adjusted to something new, like this foot. I've got to line up my line with something completely new that I haven't been doing. Okay, what stitch do I have? Should I look that up? Stitch 25 and 26. J, J, I feel like I need instructions from somebody because that needle is not lined up where it should be to use this foot. So which one of these goes with this foot? I'm going to try 07. All right, so low speed, and let's try this. Oh. Why are we not pulling it? Hello? Stop. Why does it have fuzz on it? It's pulling up fuzz from underneath there. That's what I need to do tomorrow is clean this thing and show you guys how to clean a Brother Innovis. Why is it not going anywhere? It's just like staying in one spot. Let's see. I'm going to go back to the J foot. See how it's got a bit of plastic right there? I think it's going to work similarly to what I was expecting from that 1/4 inch foot. I have to go take care of Zoe. Why does that foot have a little dial on it? Don't know, but that's the J foot. That's what it tells me to use for this stitch. Now, if I use stitch 25, okay, that moves the needle over. 26 puts it in the center. Stitch 7 is in line with this pretty much, I think, which looks like it's a stitching line. Let's see what 01. 01 is what I need, J-foot. Okay. All right, Zoe's taken care of. I think I got the right foot on. I think I've got it figured out with the right stitch. That makes sense. We're on low speed. See how it goes. It's not taking my fabric. Guess I start with it in the fabric. I think my singer did a better job of pulling my fabric. I feel like that's the problem. I had it tangled up. It's tangled up down there. There, let's try that. Why is it not going anywhere? Should I add speed? Nope, just gonna go up and down faster. Why is it not working? I'm gonna put it in the middle and see if that helps. Oh, I figured out what's wrong. I think now that I have feed dogs engaged, we're going to have a truer test of what we have. I'm going to start and back up. Now go forward. All right. Yes. Yes. Oh. Ah. That's awesome. Okay, cut. Okay, up. No, that goes down. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a knee thing over here to lift it. Okay, we're cooking with Crisco now. I'm going to just eyeball my 1/4 inch since this is such a small piece. It'll keep me in forward motion. That's pretty. I want to press it open. I like pressing open, especially on small blocks where you're just going to be smaller seams pushed together. You can have congestion really easily. Okay, so there's that one. I have one done. Okay. I feel like I should put that under something. I got you zoomed in so you can see just how smoothly this machine runs. Just pulls it straight in. Lovely. So lovely. All right. So neat and tidy. Okay, we're getting there, my friends. I was missing this piece for the longest. It was underneath a clapper. I thought I had dropped it, thought maybe it'd gone into the air vent. I looked all over for it. I started to remake it, and then I went and checked the ironing board. So what I'm learning, because I had to redo a few seams, is that MODA really wants you to do scant 1/4 inches, not 1/4 inches. And I keep on forgetting that. Okay, next we set those aside. We take one of these and we put that by it. And we take one of these and do that. Last seam going in now. Everything is measuring as it should. I have had to go back to the drawing board a little bit here and there. If everything's measuring as it should, why is one of these tighter than the other? Interesting. Okay, hold it in place. Got to remember this scant 1/4 inch thing. Now that the needle and foot's holding it, I'm going to reposition along here. And I'm going to make sure I keep track of the fact that I've got seams that I don't want to get twisted up. Like keep pressure on those while I watch these. My scant is turning into an 1/8 accidentally. I didn't mean to do that. I was watching the seams. I may have to redo this if it looks wonky. Yep, it looks more narrow down here. No, it shouldn't. Actually, it looks pretty consistent. It should be more narrow up there. I need to go press it and see what I've got. I've measured it and it looks right. Let me show you. Okay, it's not pressed yet. I didn't want to press it until I felt comfortable that things were fine. This is a 6.5 inch ruler and it goes from edge to edge and it's fairly straight line over there. I won't trim until I've pressed. Same thing on this side. 3.5 mark is in the middle. Nope, sorry. That's a 3.5 inch on the 3.25 on the middle. Yep, everything's fine. So it just needs to be pressed. Do you like how I grew? I'm on a stool. I did not lower this. I raised myself. I just didn't like you guys just seeing like the top of my head. I need to lower all this, I guess. But anyway, let's get back to talking about the block. Doesn't it just blend in really well? I mean, it works with those colors, I think. And I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know. Let's just play with it for a second. Let me pop it in a couple different places. Do you like that one? Let's see if I can lean over anymore. I like it more vertical than sideways in this with these other blocks at the moment anyway. But it blends, doesn't it? See, that works. I'm not going to try to get it any further. I'm on a little stool. It's not very high. It's not very wide. Let's put it over here. I think I like it there. I don't know why. You know what would have looked good on this one is if I had blended the men's fabrics with the Shoreline fabrics, MODA's Shoreline fabrics by Camille Roskelley. There you go. That's how you say that. If I'd used some pink, that would have been really nice. With all that aside, it's doing what I wanted it to do. It is interjecting the Camille Roskelley Shoreline fabric line into the colorway of this quilt. It's doing that nicely. It really is. So as we build other blocks and we blend Camille's with the men's shirts, then I think the taupe that's in this block is going to make more sense. Yeah, I think I'm really happy with it. It was fun and also a little challenging working with the little pieces, but also when I made a mistake, taking it out, taking out a seam didn't seem so intimidating because it was little, it was just a little bit of stitches. And with my new Clover seam ripper, it makes all the difference in the world. It's so much easier to take out a seam, like so much easier. I have always been intimidated, but I'm no longer intimidated to take out a seam. My new Clover, white-handled Clover seam ripper works beautifully. Highly recommend it. Makes a difference to have a slim blade and a fine edge to it. That's it, my friends. We've made a block. We've made block 11. What do we call it? Shooting star. Shooting star for the MODA BLOCKHEAD's 5 Group 2, block 11. I'm happy with it. I really am. A few more months, especially by adding more of these 12-inch blocks, we're going to outgrow this design board. But we're not there yet. At this point, we get to call it good for this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for giving me some of your time and being on this journey with me. It really does make a difference. It helps, like I've said, you're my accountability partner. Anything I've said in this video that was wrong, give me a comment below, especially if it has to do with the sewing, anything sewing or quilting related. Because I know I can ramble sometimes and you may have opinions about those random thoughts too. And again, you can give your opinion. Just be kind to keep my ego intact. But please do, in all seriousness, give me your comments, give me your feedback. I've asked some questions along the way, answer those questions. I really appreciate that engagement and that involvement. And I think because when I watch videos, I go to the comment section and see what kind of dialogue is going on inside the comment section. And that's what I want to create here. That you wiser, more experienced quilters can comment so that when new people come in to watch my video, they're hearing from you as well, not just from me. I really appreciate that engagement. I do appreciate your time. Thank you for giving me some of it. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.